What's good, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I do hope you guys are doing good and are doing absolutely amazing. I almost said this morning because I only start my videos in the morning, but it is definitely afternoon right now. And yeah, I thought I'd share something really cool with you guys, like how to start a YouTube channel. It is a question that I've been getting a lot on my social media, and I just wanted to at least make an entire video to help whoever that this video may help. So starting a YouTube channel is honestly, for me, it was not an easy thing, because at the time that I wanted to start my YouTube channel, I just didn't have a lot of things available to me at that time. But how I found out, actually, little backstory, how I found out about YouTube, I was in my matric year, I remember, and this one time, I don't know if I was trying to play music or anything, and then I came across Ava, who is My Life as Ava on YouTube, and I was obsessed with her, and I was obsessed with, and from that day I was absolutely in love with the YouTube. And then that's when I decided, I think a few years later, that I also wanted to have a channel of my own. So in 2017 was the first time that I posted my video. And if you watch this video, and you guys, I'm not even gonna delete this video, even if you go back and watch it, I don't care. I don't get easily embarrassed, but I'm not gonna delete this video because it reminds me of exactly where I started, and I remember exactly how I felt in that moment, because I had been dying to have a camera. And then it just happened that one of my cousins had a small digital camera, and I was like, oh my god, this can make videos, let me film my first YouTube video. And then I filmed my first YouTube video, and then I uploaded it. But fast forward, it's been 6 years now, and the only time that I've actually gotten serious with my YouTube channel was this year, where I uploaded consistently, because I've always been like an on and off girly. So which brings me to my first point. Setting up your channel is one of the easiest things that you can do, because if you already have an email, then you already have a channel. So all you need to do is download YouTube, log in, and then set up your channel. You can call it whatever you want to call it, be it you want to use a different email, you're also allowed to create another email, come up with a name. And yeah, my name, I think at the beginning, was like You Love Tea Vlogs. You can mix and match it however you want, call your channel whatever you want, whether you want it to be a name or something that you know, well known for, I don't know, the stylist, or you know, something. Now it's You Love Thando, because funny story, I never liked my name Thando, but now. And then as well, find out what you want to do YouTube for. Like, do you want to treat it as a business, or do you just want to treat it as something that you can use to build your confidence? I can share with you how many times YouTube has helped me do that, because speaking in front of a camera is not child's play. It is one of the hardest things to do, and I feel like that's why a lot of people, they start their YouTube channel and then they stop midway, because it is a lot of work. So if you do want to do YouTube in order to like become like an actual YouTuber and take it as a career, you've got to prepare yourself for the hard work that you are about to put in. You've got to prepare yourself for the amount of content that you're gonna have to come up with, or also decide on a niche. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like this word niche, because it kind of like narrows down exactly who you are, when, you know, I feel like people can be a lot of things. Like you can share tips about fashion, you can share tips about public speaking, you can share tips about how to find a certain job. So if you have a niche, it kind of like limits you. But obviously there are no rules to, I'm sorry about this call, but obviously there are no rules to YouTube. You can do whatever you want, you can change it however you want to change it. But I'm saying, as a start out, I would advise you to have a niche, because that will help you know which angle you're coming from. Like, for example, when I started my YouTube channel, I was mainly focused on thrifting, which is something that I have a love for. So it was very easy to bring that onto camera. I liked buying old clothes and then turning them into like a new outfit. That is something that I was passionate about, and so when I portrayed that on camera, people could actually see it, rather than doing something that like does not come from your heart. I feel like a lot of the times that's why people click off a certain video, because they can feel that the energy is not genuine, or the energy is not real. When we talk equipment, I know a lot of people always think, oh my god, I don't have a camera, or I don't have the latest iPhone. I don't know how many videos I have filmed on this iPhone 13, and when I started, I used to also be somebody who liked cameras more than a phone. But if you've got a phone, you are able to execute your vision, trust me. And how I learned this the hard way, because a friend of mine used to do YouTube on her Samsung, I don't know Samsung what, but she used to do YouTube on her Samsung. And she would think that her quality was so bad, but when I showed her, when I was viewing it on my phone, it was so good. And then she was really amazed. So I would say the phone that you have will work perfectly. Just make sure that you get like a memory card with lots of space if you're going to be using your phone. And then if you're using your camera, there's very nice beginner friendly cameras. Like for now, I'm currently using my friend's Canon M50, and I absolutely love this camera. It's one of the most friendliest cameras if you like not a if you're not a tech person that much. It's one of the best cameras that could, you know, it's very easy to use. The Canon M50. I also like the M6, and I do also like the Sony ZV-10, because it's very compatible and it's easy to put in your bag if you're traveling or you're going to be vlogging in public. How I got my first camera, it was very hard. I think I first had the Canon M10. I used to go to camera shops a lot, just manifesting. I've always been in love with cameras. I used to go to shops a lot, and then one time I walked into Cash Crusaders and I saw the Canon M10 for sale. I think it was about 2 point something, and then I purchased it with Elay. I remember I saved so much. I made a list of people that were gonna help me buy that camera. I sourced out all the people that were working, and I gave them time, and I was like, okay, 2 months from now, may you please give me 250. This will help me with this and that. And I remember I think I wrote a whole essay. It's so cringe when I think about it now, but it actually helped me because people really did pitch in. I think I chose about like 5 family members, and they really pitched in, and my mom at the end of it really helped me take out a camera, and I was so excited to have my first camera. And also, just because you have a camera now or a phone that makes, you know, that shoots the best quality, does not mean that people are also like literally gonna watch your channel. So be prepared to upload videos for a good year, for a good 2 years. Like if your channel picks up in a space that's shorter than a year, then you are very lucky and you are doing something right. Good for you. But also be prepared that basically YouTube is like an investment that you invest for at least a year, at least 2 years of uploading weekly content. Or some people, if they have a lot of fans, not fans, actually followers, if they have a lot of followers on Instagram and they have a lot of followers on TikTok, when they come onto YouTube, those followers, they move with them to YouTube. So it is an advantage like that. So if you're somebody who has a lot of following on TikTok, you can use your social medias to promote your YouTube channel. But I have the most simplest tripod right now, which is this one. It is used to hold my camera, so I can hold my camera out nicely and when I'm in public, if I'm not placing it down like that. So I think I got this set from Takealot, and it was around $350, but I'm gonna check the price. It also came with a light, it came with a microphone, which is what I have on my camera right now, and then it also came with a tripod. I love those kind of sets because they have everything. You don't have to buy, isn't a one by one. They have everything, so you can just literally buy everything at once. And one thing about me, I love a good, like a vlog can be so good, but the sound would be so bad, so it makes me like not want to watch the entire video. So I'm a sucker for sound. I love a good mic, so I would say really do invest in a mic. And then tripods are there to assist you, and then a light. If you're filming in low light, you can always like just plug in your light. They use batteries, and yeah, as well as a laptop. A lot of people do edit Google laptop, but currently I don't have a laptop, so I use my phone. So it's very easy. That's why I say the Canon M50 is one of the best cameras out there right now that is affordable, because this content that I'm filming right now via Wi-Fi, I can literally just transfer it to my iPhone, and it is the simplest thing ever. Now, a lot of people are very hesitant when it comes to editing software, because, you know, it's only it's only fair, because you never know like which one is the best, you know. And right now I use Vlogster, and it is absolutely perfect for my phone. But if you have an iPhone, iMovie is one of the built-in free editing software that you can just use to edit. And akhona namanye which are for like Samsung and other phones, and they're quite good, and ividiyo iphuma exactly as it would someone osebenzisa Final Cut or Adobe. Obviously these apps where you pay, they have more features and stuff. So if you are looking for something that's like that, I do have Vlogster, which is for my phone. I paid around $350, and I paid for a subscription for the whole year. But if you're also able to afford editing software like Adobe and Final Cut, you can also use those. Those are my 3 top editing software that I would suggest to someone. Plan and schedule your content. What I mean about that, I used to upload anytime, and I used to make my videos about anything. But right now I am very intentional about what I am uploading. I'm very intentional about what I am shooting. I even have a content calendar. I have a content calendar, and I do plan out my content a lot. This helps you prepare for your video, because if you just film, you're gonna stutter a lot. It is a very different headspace. And so if you've got everything written down, like right now I've got all my points written down, so I'm not just, you know, talking and talking. You do get lost, and the message you're trying to put across does not stick with the audience if you just, you know, all over the place. And what this also helps with is, no, your audience needs to know like when you're uploading. Does Thando upload weekly? Does Thando upload 1 video a month? That sort of creates a trusting relationship between you and the viewer. So it really helps a lot when you plan and schedule a content tag. So if you know you want to upload every Wednesday, or Sunday is a good day for you, then make sure you upload every Sunday at least, and then just always know what your video is gonna be about before you even post it. Because trust me, people can read energy over the camera. So, and one last thing before I leave you guys is, do not worry about the views. Like, do not. Post your content, build your confidence, so that when people come onto your page, when they come out, like, you're already a baddie. Like, they can tell you nothing. So just post that content, put yourself out there if you want to. Put yourself out there. And one of the motivations that I have when it comes to views is, there was this guy who currently works for Oprah, or ended up working for Oprah. I heard the story that he had a YouTube channel, and the most views he ever got was like 8 or 9 or 10. And he always says he knew that 8 of those were probably from his mother, you know, because he was supporting him and all of that. And I'm not sure what skill he was sharing, but a person that was working for Oprah at this time kind of knew this person, and so suggested this person when Oprah needed such services to her. And guess what? One of those views was coming from Oprah Winfrey, and that's how that guy ended up working for Oprah. So you never know who's watching. You truly never know who's watching. So post your content, believe in yourself, and, you know, do exactly what you want to do. Please share your vision with us. Trust me, a lot of people are watching. Yeah, even if it's 8 people, it's a lot, because that's like being in a room with 8 people. If 100 people watch your video, great, you in a room with 100 people, and it's good for you, trust me.
I don't really wanna go, but I really need to know, can we get it together?